Yeah. See that sound? Yo, listen. Yeah. We bring some attention to the stock market.
Gotta get your bread up.
You feel me? That's right. Norway, the stock explorer from Florida. Let's go. Stop.
Hey guys, it's Nora Stock Explorer. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to talk about a side hustle. And you can't hear me?
Just up a little bit or get closer.
I don't think I can adjust it.
Well, just get closer.
All right. We're going to talk about the first 7 days of Uber Eats, driving for Uber Eats, and what I learned, guys.
Oh, boy. What did you learn, Nora?
Hey, Thrill Seeks, what's going on, Thrill Seeks?
Thrill Seek is here.
Thrill Seeks in the house. So, yeah, guys, of course I did it to make some money, and
you didn't do it for charity?
I am the charity. So, yeah, guys, so I started on a Thursday. Not this last Thursday. The Thursday before that. And I worked Thursday evening. I think I tried Friday morning. I tried all different time frames to see how it was. And then Saturday, I definitely did. I think I did Saturday breakfast. That was good. That was really good. And yeah, so I did some different time frames.
How early did you go in?
Started when I did the morning. I started out at around 6:30. And hey, Carpenter Self-Reliance, welcome in.
Hey, Carpenter.
I gave you a shout out in my Beyond Meat video. If you look, I kind of mentioned your channel on there. So yeah.
What's the correlation? What's the correlation between Beyond Meat and carpentry? I don't understand it.
Well, he raises cattle for beef, and Beyond Meat is a meat alternative.
Oh, he raises cows?
Yeah, he has.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes, and he's not far from you, Michelle.
Where's he at?
I believe he's in South Carolina. Oh yeah, you're welcome. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what the things that I learned, guys. So when you sign up, it takes about a day. Less than a day, because they do run a background check. They run a background clearance on you.
It took you a day to get started?
I would say less than a day, because I think I got approved the same day.
Well, thank God for Uber telling me I needed to get my car insurance updated. I had changed
South Carolina. Yeah, whereabouts in South Carolina? So yeah, I only did Uber Eats because DoorDash, my market is saturated right now, and they're not accepting any new drivers for DoorDash. Because I was going to try to multi-app a little bit, like my friend over here. She may be multi-apping, even though that's a no-no. You're not supposed to multi-app, guys.
Who told you that?
I think it's just like. I think they'd rather if you didn't, but I don't think there's anything they could do because you're an independent contractor.
There's an app that you can use. It's called Para that you can put them together and see if they're going the same. But
no way, that's awesome.
Yeah. Uber Eats sent me a text. Did they text you?
They're always sending me texts. It's too funny because
no. They said, look.
They'll say it's busy in your neighborhood. You can go. What did it say? Hey, Michelle, it's almost. Oh yeah, I get the same ones. Yeah,
and orders are starting to pick up.
Yeah, I get the same ones, guys. Hey, Bushwhacker.
Bushwhacker
Mountain Company.
What does he bushwhack?
Let, let me see. Oh yeah, they text me more than my friends now. Hey Nora, it's almost dinner time and the orders are starting to pick up. And then it tells you what neighborhood you're in. I won't read that out loud, but press go on the app to start driving. So
Have you enjoyed it?
I did like it. I do like it.
What do you mean did? You're not
I'm
going to
gonna
do it
keep
anymore?
doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it, but not to like a large extent. I'm really. Here's the thing. What I noticed is it is distracting when you're looking at these directions and.
Oh, you don't have something. Oh, I meant to tell you, you need to order the thing on Amazon to hold your phone on your dash, and you can see it right on your dash.
Yeah, I have a clip, but the thing is, I always take it off of the clip to go to the door to deliver. Because guys, I didn't know this. This was my first newbie mistake that I made. If you have somebody that says leave it at the door, and you don't take a photo of that bag of food at the door, the app will not show the food as delivered, and it will not complete the trip. So if you drop the bag and then you think, oh, that's a perfect delivery, and you get in your car and you ride away, the app is going to keep trying to send you back to that person's address because they think that you're lost and you didn't drop off the food. That is what I learned on my first day. So I call customer support, and they're in
Oh
no.
Who did you call first? It wasn't a call. It was a text, and it was aggravating as can be. Who did you?
I called Michelle because I know she goes and does it almost every day. Hey, what's up, Tuber Chat? What's up?
Hey, Tuber Chat.
So I called Michelle, and she's like, "Yes, Nora." And
I said, go up, and she could not figure out where to take the picture.
She kept telling me swipe up, swipe up. I found that. What I didn't do is take a picture. I didn't take a photo, so it wouldn't let me move on to the next step.
To take a picture, Nora. I don't understand. It said it on there.
It does say it, but like it doesn't. Like here's the thing: if the person's standing at the door and they reach out and say thank you, if you don't say wait a second, I need a picture first. If you get nervous or you forget,
but listen,
the app doesn't know that.
I'm going to give you a shortcut. They don't care. If you gave it to the person, just take a picture of the house. Because I've done that many times. It doesn't matter.
It's a picture.
Yeah, just as long as it's a picture. Maybe not you, but make sure that you take a picture of where you were, that you were actually there.
Oh, yeah.
You can take a picture of the food, that's for sure. But if you hand it directly to them, see, I will say this, that is the difference between DoorDash and Uber. DoorDash will allow you to say, I gave it to the individual.
Okay.
As opposed, they do say that. So that is a potential difference between DoorDash and Uber. DoorDash has way more market share. That means they have way more orders typically. I have seen a drastic change in the last week since the inflationary stuff is going on.
What have you noticed?
Less orders.
Oh, wow. Okay. People are cutting back.
Yeah, people don't have as much money to spend, so.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's Adventure. Hello. Is Michael's Adventure on? Hello, David. Kevin, I've got my next short video ready for tomorrow. You going to watch it? Please watch it. Thrill 6. Excelente.
Excellent.
Excelente. What other things did you learn, Nora?
What else did I learn?
Yeah. I can tell you one thing you learned.
Go ahead.
Well, I told her to do it. She's like, I can't see in the dark. I can't see in the dark.
I didn't say that.
I got lost in the dark. And I said, Nora, take a flashlight if it's dark outside. Tim doesn't like me to go at night.
Right.
Lori's Tech Time says she's been ordering more and she loves to have her food delivered. Ask her how much she typically tips people to deliver to her. Is she a good tipper, or does she get her food fast and fresh, or is it cold and a long time?
Live on Pump 5. Yeah, we're live at Pump 5. I've been live at Pump 5 a lot because guess what? I've been filling up my car with gas a lot more.
Woo! And it's more expensive. It just went up. Seems like 40
Man,
cents.
it's like $4.43 here. It's almost $4.50 again.
Now Uber will give you a portion.
Yeah, GoPro would be sweet. Oh yeah, what do they give you? Do you know the amount? They do give you a fuel surge, something.
Yeah, sometimes they'll pay you for mileage and gas and stuff. And
yeah, they're trying.
Well, because they don't want to lose their whole complete business model over that. I tip more than
Lori.
the suggested amounts. Yeah, where is she? We need to go Uber at her house. Where is she located?
Welcome in, Mr. Bones. Well, she might not want to tell everybody where she lives at.
Well, she can tell us what state she's in. It's not like she's got to be in one of the 50. But I told Nora to take a flashlight. It is very difficult sometimes to find. She said, I don't like delivering to apartments. And I'm like, Nora, that's basically what you're going to be delivering to is apartments. There's a lot of apartments are they are hard.
I would say every other delivery was an apartment. Oh, she lives in the Memphis area.
Daggum, I'm going to go to Memphis and I'm going to deliver some Uber Eats.
I bet there's some good barbecue there too, man. You got some good barbecue spots you pick up from? Man, I know that your car will be smelling good.
Oh, Nora told me, she said, I picked up some crumble time.
I picked up some crumble cookies, guys. If you never had I actually never had them.
I've never had them either, but they smell scrumptious. I mean, just being, I was in there and the guy was in there making some cookies and the mixer was huge. He did like 24 eggs in the big mixer. And it was cool watching him. He took the 2 eggs and he put them together, cracking them. It was cool as can be.
So you watched them making.
I was standing there. I mean, you can't go until you get your delivery. So I had to stand there. And the other dude was, I mean, not those specific ones. He was just making more.
Heather.
Explore the stop.
Yeah, man, guys, that place is nice. They put them in this nice fancy box. The cookies themselves are like this big. They're huge.
They're huge and they are expensive, I'm sure.
I took those cookies like 8.5 miles. Somebody ordered them.
That's a long way.
That's like the only one in the area, so I wasn't surprised. But they would make a perfect gift for somebody. Just the way the packaging is and everything, that would be perfect. Like, just go get them the crumble cookies. Boom. Man, oh man.
You only have one in your area?
In my immediate area. Yeah. I'm sure there'll be more popping up because it seems like a popular place. And they keep changing the featured cookie of the week or
We've got like 2, one that's real close to me and one that's on the other side of town. And then we also have hello, Dawn's channel. We have insomnia cookie. It's because
oh wow, really?
Yeah.
You actually see that? Hold on, guys. I gotta plug in my laptop. Just let Michelle talk for a minute. There you go.
Why'd she do that to me?
All right, Michelle.
We have insomnia cookie because we have a bunch of college kids. There are, let's see how many universities around in this immediate area. Just in Greensboro, there's there's A&T, UNCG, Bennett College, which is for girls, and Guilford College and Greensboro College. There's 5 colleges in this area. And I guess that's one of the reasons why I've seen such a huge, all the college kids have left. So that's probably why the Uber and the DoorDash have gone down, is because of all the college kids leaving. Because a majority of college kids, all they do is DoorDash or Uber Eats. I was talking to this one girl while I was delivering. She was obviously a college student. I don't know which college that she went to, but she was saying, "Oh, well, I go through each app and I see which one is cheaper, and that's the one I do." And that's what she said. So
it must be a party town.
Party town?
That's what Heather said. It must be a party town.
It's not a party town. It's
colleges.
Tons
they
of
do love the order. I noticed that. I did.
Well, I mean, there's a drastic shift in how many are. I mean, there's tons of kids. My next door neighbor's kid came home, so colleges are out, and I saw all the kids at A&T. A lot of them were packing up and going home, I guess, for the summer.
Oh, so,
yeah. There's not as many kids that stayed during the summer, so I'm sure it'll be drastically down. So I guess during the summer, if I want a side hustle, I may have to start mowing some lawns or something.
Nah.
Why not?
Really?
Why not? Tim and I did that when Tim was
you put that on your YouTube if you do that.
Well, no, when Tim was
Michael said I delivered pizza and the tips
what?
were yeah, I got a couple $1 tips, Michael. I was like, really?
People
That's where I fault Uber. Uber shouldn't even make that an option. It should be somewhat reasonable based, tip amount.
Well, no, what happens is those people should get their food. That's what I'm saying. Their food should be cold, and their food should be take a long time, and that's what happens. And have you watched any videos on Uber and DoorDash?
Yeah, I've watched quite a few of them actually. Yeah.
And so there's this one guy. I don't know. I think he might have been a finance channel at one time, but anyhow, he must be in Colorado or somewhere out west. Somewhere, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not sure where he's at, but he tipped a guy $200.
Nice.
$200 because he was doing it for his channel. He had a goal to get a goal of whatever, and he didn't meet his goal, and so he gave the rest in tips to his Uber. No, DoorDash. He was DoorDash. I bet.
This is what Uber does. They allow you up to an hour after your food is delivered. You can give a tip up front, and there's something called tip baiting, where someone will give a really excellent tip up front so that you take the drive, you accept the order, and then they have up to an hour after the food is delivered to adjust the tip, and they don't have to have a reason to do that. They'll bump it back down.
That is the difference.
Scam.
That's another difference between DoorDash and Uber. DoorDash does not do that. Whatever you get now, you can get a supplemental tip with DoorDash, but no, I mean whatever you accept the drive for the order, you get that, but you can get. I mean, but I'm saying it has nothing to do with however long, because I got a tip this morning from a dude. Mm-hmm. It was not very much and whatever. So, I mean, let me say this: it was a $9 drive. It was $6.50 for the drive, and then $3 additionally. So I was happy.
Okay.
But I typically get have you ever not got your tip? I mean, I always usually get the tip. I
think it's just whatever it said up front is usually what I end up getting. And then occasionally I'll get the additional. Someone will send, like you said, an additional couple dollars or $1, whatever. And that's on top of it, which is great. Um, what I like better is when they actually hand you the money, because then that's not tax, so that's ideal. But honestly, only one guy did that in the 7 days. Only one person. So
It's
in
not.
Florida, in my area, a lot of them just like to do the tip through the app. But
It's
it's better to give it to the driver.
well, I had an Uber guy, a guy that I was when I was driving for Uber, and he got an order from Outback, and he gave me a
Oh,
pretty large. What? I work in the service. I tried the hotel, and the driver wouldn't stop talking.
that's awesome. Get to farm. Yeah.
Really bad.
I mean, I think we've all done that. Kind of, you get sort of
No,
in your
no.
world
I
and you
just
forget.
you said everybody. I just do the job and go because my philosophy is the more I work, the better I get. Have more opportunity to get more money. And he shut the door and as I walked back to
That's
as I
pretty
walked back,
cheap.
he yelled, "Where's my change?" Huh.
That's awkward.
Well, this morning, these people are sometimes, they. I don't know. I hope. I hope and
Hey,
pray.
Michaela's farm. Welcome in.
Hey, Michaela. Hey,
Welcome
Pete.
in, Storage Bandits. We got Storage Bandits in the house. Storage
Storage. So, are you
Bandits.
watching Storage Bandits now?
I was watching Sarcastic Storage, and Storage Bandits was in the chat too. They were pulling up all the storage auctions, and I tell you what, I learned a lot.
What did
You
you learn?
you can pull these storage auctions up for free and bid on them online. You
Yeah.
don't even have to go to a physical auction. The
Yeah.
only thing I don't know how to do is what's the process after that? Like after you win the
You
storage
have.
storage
Do you want
space.
me to tell you?
Sure.
Well, let me tell you the story first. Because I was going to do some, and I like to go to the actual storage and bid on it at the place. And I did. And I think we need a Timmy time. I think Timmy needs to get his butt in here.
Timmy
Because,
time.
Tim, please come in here.
Timmy
Because
Tim.
we got to have your side of the story. I want to bid for a refrigerator for $10. And this is
Oh, man.
the maddest that I think I have ever seen, Tim. And somebody was driving his little truck 90 miles an hour down 85 because he was mad.
Why? Cause you want a refrigerator?
Because he didn't want to tell him why, Tim. He didn't want to haul the refrigerator. He was furious with me. Tell him. You don't remember?
Oh my god.
I think I do.
Oh, it's
No, I mean-
conveniently that he doesn't remember. Isn't that
If he didn't know you did it, it's probably like, really?
He was
No one
mad
wants
because
to lift
it was
their
an
refrigerator.
afternoon. What I was going to say is you have to pick it up that day and you have to clean out the storage unit that day.
Yeah.
So if you
Yeah,
win
or
the
they
bid,
charge you all these fees and
well, you get, yeah, I mean, so you have to do it and you have to have it going somewhere. Well, Tim was furious and I didn't end up I didn't make a profit on it. And so from that time on, I was like, okay, fine, I'm not going to do this. But now Tim is wanting to get into, okay, let's go and buy some estate sales at the end of an estate sale. He's wanting to get into that.
like the last day where they give you like 60% off, 50%.
Well, yeah, but you would get it an even better deal than that. Like to take the rest of the remnants, all of it out. You could get way less than 60%. You could say, hey, I'll give you this much, and then they would be it. So do you want to say anything else?
No.
You don't want to admit that you were actually speeding and you were furious?
No.
Why do you not want to do that?
Cause.
It just had one refrigerator and that's it.
That's it. He was mad.
You pay for a storage unit just for one.
We did. He said, you don't even know if it's going to work.
There you go, guys. Storage Bandits have been buying storage lockers for over 13 years.
Wow. Well, you know, and there's a lot of, so you can leave.
I
love you, honey.
Love you too. Bye.
So
Hey, Nora.
Hey, Jeff.
he's a good sport, but he was furious with me. He was furious. But you can get a lot of stuff in a storage unit. And a lot of times I've heard and seen these people talking about, hey, you can, you can get the ones that make the most, you could spend thousands of dollars on it, Nora.
The highest one I saw, like when I looked it up, there's one down here not far from me. It's filled with Funko Pops. It's filled floor to ceiling with Funko Pops, and it's up to $650 right now.
Yeah, but how many days are left in it? You got to wait until the last day to see how
That's
much.
what they were saying in the live chat. They were saying it could double on the last day.
Oh, it could go more than that. Somebody's gonna. But I mean, the best ones are I love it's the thrill of the hunt whenever you're doing the storage units. I had a client of mine, he was a millionaire. He was a bona fide millionaire. And he said, if I was doing it over, this poor man has died since. His wife is still a client of mine, but he has died since then. But he said, Michelle, if I had it to do over, I'd be buying storage units because you can make a ton of money off of it, but you can't get stuck with stuff. So, I mean, there's always that chance. But if you see something and one thing can pay for the whole entire thing, and then all you have to do, and of course you can spend as little as $5, and as much as $3,800 for a locker. It depends on what's in the locker and who's seeing it and who's bidding on it. Those are all things. Now, see, I like to ask storage bandits.
I would love to see that $3,800 locker. That must have had a motorcycle in it or something.
No, it just probably there was a lot of bidders on it. You can have anything in there. Hey.
Glorious platter.
So you're thinking about getting into doing a little bit of storage?
Thinking about it. I mean, if I pick a small one, like a 5x5 or a 5x10, I could deal with that.
Some of them can. Now, I don't know. I watched this guy that flipping couches is a big thing too. You could buy couches really inexpensively and make some money, but you've got to have some place to put it, and you've got to be able to, tote that stuff out. I do have Timmy. He might help me some, but you got to think of that.
That as a question, storage bandits.
How do you feel about vinyl records and storage lockers? I tell you what I feel like. You can find some good ones, I'm sure, but you got to make sure that it's the condition of the record is what is the main thing. So if it's been in there and it's got warped, then it's not going to have any value. That's me.
Yeah, I don't have a truck. If I had a truck, I guess I could rent a truck for a week if I know I'm going to get some.
You could rent a truck, but I mean, some of those things don't need a truck. You could do it with your car.
No, some of them there's only a few things in there. It's like a mystery. Like the ones that start at $20. It's like a couple storage totes. I'm curious though, are these people, are they rifling through that stuff, like and cherry picking out like the valuables and the jewelry and just leaving you with like the clothes and I guess they wouldn't have enough time in the day to do that to all the storage units. Go ahead, Michelle.
I was just going to say, you don't understand those. Some of those storage lockers have Nike tennis shoes that are worth a ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
You can get
like Jordans and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
There's some storage bandits probably had that done, but I've seen several people on YouTube that have that do this, and it really is. It is very suspenseful. Can be fixed by ironing them under a towel or putting them in the oven briefly. Okay, I don't know how it's gonna sound. You better be checking it out, Timmy. Tim, the only reason I'm saying this is Tim is an
I mean,
expert
it
on.
is vinyl, right? It makes sense.
Tim is an expert on vinyl records. He is.
I would destroy it because that's just me. I would probably destroy it if I
Well, no, I mean you got to
ran
look at.
into it.
If they've been warped, they could probably have scratches on them. It's all the condition of the particular item.
Welcome
That's
in, Bariotic Boy, my friend from the Philippines. Welcome in, welcome in.
Bariotic boy.
He's super supportive. There's a few people from the Philippines that will visit my channel, and he's
Scratch
very
and Pete.
supportive. Scratch and Pete is in the house.
Has he won anything?
What else did I learn, Michelle? What else was I talking about?
Well, I told you to take the light, and you said, "Yeah, I need to do that."
Take a flashlight.
This is one thing that I will give you a tip on, Nora, especially with apartment buildings, because you will be doing a lot of apartment buildings, but you need to pay attention to the little signs. The little signs that they'll have sometimes. Some apartment buildings have signs that tell you where to go and say, okay. And it kills me because they'll say, not all apartment buildings are the same. Some are numbered, some are letters, and some are a combination of all of it.
Yeah.
So have you been hitting the stairs, Nora?
Yeah, we're the third floor. You can't see the actual apartment number. You got to go in and then up, and then hopefully you went up the right stairwell. Yep. If you didn't, you got to come all the way down.
All the way down and go to the next one. You got to figure that out too. And they're not all the same as far as doing the letters and stuff. It's like, okay, they go A, B, C on this side, and you may be on a different stairwell. It's really, apartments are a pain in the behind. What was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something very important.
Call somebody if you can't find it. Don't text
That's
them.
what I was going to tell you.
That ended bad for me, guys. I texted the guy, and he tried to text something back, and
Nora was trying.
I got cussed out from his balcony.
Well, but this is
at that point, I knew I wasn't going to be a good delivery anyway. So I was like, "Have a nice day."
But this is the thing: is if you don't know, this is a big difference between Uber and DoorDash too. Uber actually lets you call the person. DoorDash does too, but they go through a whole rigmarole. I have had such a pain in the behind. These little kids at high school, they want their food and you can never find them. It's like, I never went to this high school. I don't know where you want me to meet you. I don't know who you are. It's like craziness.
Wow, really? Like kids are actually ordering food while they're in school?
Yeah, for their lunch break. Wow. Yeah, they order
food. That sounds like a nightmare in itself.
Well, and trying to figure out where to go to, because I didn't go to these schools.
There's about at least 4 different entrances usually at a big school. Like, okay.
DoorDash has you go certain places, and then the kids say, "Oh, I wanted you to come to this place." It's like, well, how do I get there? And they don't even know how to tell you how to get there, and it's like a nightmare. Oh my god! That's
when Michelle's like, "This is a really good burger, thanks."
No, I don't do that. I've always found most people. Now, I did get a Bojangles something because I canceled the order and they gave me the food. It's like,
oh, they had already given you.
Well, I canceled,
or you canceled it and they run out and hand it to you.
Well, no, I always try to go in. Do you not try to go in? You go in there.
Yeah, I tried. Like last night, I tried to go in both KFC and another one, Zaxby's, I believe. You had to sit in the line in the drive-through because they closed the dining room. And I'm like pointing my phone like Uber Eats, and they're like,
they don't care.
They're doing this, and I'm like, really? And there's like 6 cars in line. I'm like,
well, that's where this is what you do. You put the unassign this order.
I canceled that one. I was like, there's no way.
But I said, listen, today I went to Popeyes. I went to the Popeyes, and I was sitting, and I figured it probably was because, even the Circle K here. The Circle K was not open here today anywhere. I couldn't get my pop.
That's weird. Why are they closed?
Because they don't have enough people. I wish these people that are coming in, smuggled in, I wish they would go to work.
Go work at Circle K.
Go to work. If you're going to be here, go to work.
Oh my gosh.
Drugs. But anyhow, so I figured, Popeyes is notorious for that. So I went through the thing.
Thanks for hanging out, Storage Bandits. Appreciate it.
We had more questions for Storage Bandits.
Yeah, I guess we got to catch him when he's live.
Well, anyhow, so I went through the line, and I have gotten get to the farm. What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay,
get to the farm.
I get to the point. Okay, well, I was going around and I stayed in line. I'm not necessarily the most patient, but because we have had less orders, I have been a little bit more patient recently.
I'll deal with it.
And guess what? They gave me a Fanta orange.
No way. How did they know you liked orange? They let you pick? They were just like, this for you?
No,
like orange soda.
Probably what happened is somebody left an order and they probably had it there and they were trying to be kind to me as a dasher. And they will try to do that for you.
I'm waiting for the day. I've heard you say that. So
McDonald's,
they give you a complimentary drink. I haven't gotten that yet.
McDonald's has given me a drink before several times.
Okay.
Early in the morning. I got it. Now, that was not early in the morning. That was just probably because I guarantee you somebody else who had been dashing had said, I'm not sitting here in line all day. And somebody else can do it. And because I sat in line for a little bit. This is what kills me is don't tell me to sit in the line and then tell me to wait if you can get the other person behind me's food and you don't even have the thing. If you're not going to do that, then tell me and I'll go on my merry way. That's not happened to you yet.
When I get to the window, y'all better have it in the bag and ready to rock and roll.
Wendy's, there was a Wendy's and they made me wait, and I just unassigned it. I was like, I'm not sitting. I mean, It was early in the morning, nobody else there. Give me a break.
And you know what? I believe they pay you like $3 because you drove to that restaurant. Like they will pay you for the time because you actually did go there.
Sometimes they do, yes. Sometimes they do, but I mean,
situation. Hey, Stacey May.
Hey, Stacey May. Stacey May W. What is SB word? SB word that different, hon? Because it's going to keep getting caught up. I don't understand.
Oh, I don't know. I missed it.
I don't either. Son of a bitch.
I do have a few block words, but not too many. They're pretty bad words. I don't think anybody would say that.
Did I say something?
No. Who's SB?
Tim says SOB.
Fast food. The ironic thing is, some of the slowest restaurants, if you're Uber Eats driver, are fast food restaurants.
Some are, but I mean, it depends on the restaurant. Yeah. And sometimes
it's different. That is true. And sometimes they'll lock their dining room if they don't have enough workers. They'll just run the drive-through. They'll do that. And I'm like, well, why? Because I got to a McDonald's one day at like 6:45, and it says it's open at 6. The dining room's open at 6. And I said, why'd you lock the door? He said, nobody showed up to work.
That's why I want these Mexicans who are coming illegally to come and go to work.
So I literally walk to the drive-through window and tell them, can I have the bag through the window? I was like, this is crazy.
Why didn't you drive your car?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess I could have and got stuck in line. I just went to the front. I was like, I'm not waiting in line.
You jumped in front of people?
I walked to the window, yeah. I'm a newbie. It was my first week. What do I know?
You walked to the window and there was other cars in the line.
I'm sorry, but
What?
Uber Eats order. Can you hand it through the window? They did.
Oh my God.
As a newbie mistake. Yeah, I guess I should at that point got in my car and
No, I mean,
signed it, whatever.
I'm trying to get this. So you jumped in front of the cars and went straight to the...
Well, I didn't get in right in front. You know, I don't want to get ran over. I kind of squeezed between the car that was there. And I was like, hey, your dude over there just told me your door's locked. Can I have my Uber order? And they were like, oh, for who? Okay, hold on. They didn't get mad.
McDonald's is, I like McDonald's. Some people don't like McDonald's.
Cool. They put a lot of work into their packaging. Their packaging is kind of elaborate. They have all these stickers they put across the top, and it's
Starbucks does too.
Handle. Like
you don't have a Starbucks?
I do, yeah.
You've not done a Starbucks order?
One or two, though. I didn't really take a lot of notice to it.
Oh my gosh, Starbucks does it too. They put.
Is it bougie? Is it like all like? It's like you went shopping on Rodeo Drive. Like you get the bag and it's all blinged out. Like,
well, there's no bling, Nora, but it does have. McDonald's is very. I mean, they have a very. One day I was helping the guy hold the bag because he didn't know how to put the stickers on.
Seriously, that's so funny. Yeah, like,
so I was helping him hold the bag. Well, I mean, it is hard if you don't know how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, it can be difficult. You know, you do it one at a time or whatever. Some people are very good at it, but
Michelle's probably like, not like that.
No, I was just trying to hold the bag for him so he could put the sticker. You know, you got to put it together so they can put the sticker. I was trying to get the guy to hurry up so I could go.
Yeah, that's true. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys.
I wanted to know more about your little scrapping adventure. Can you talk about that?
My scrapping adventure, I found a big box store, won't say which one, that was changing out their old incandescent lights to LED lights, and they were all the big giant outdoor lights that are like out shining on the fenced in area out back. So they had couple pallets stacked with these incandescent light fixture housings, and lucky me, they were made of aluminum. So I
how did you test it? How did you know it was aluminum?
Magnet. I could tell by looking at it, it was aluminum. And then when I picked one of them up, you can tell because it's rather lightweight. Aluminum is very light. So I was like,
do you always carry a magnet with you?
No, but I kind of knew, like I knew you could tell. I mean, if they were outdoor and they weren't rusted, there was no rust spots whatsoever. It didn't have that galvanized pattern on it. It was light. So I'm like, these are aluminum. So I loaded them in many of them as I could in my car. There were people out and about. Nobody told me I couldn't because they were out. There was a huge, those big dumpsters that people rent. There was a big one out there too. So I'm like, and they had a few of them thrown up in the dumpster, but it was too high for me to get those.
There's
stacked up. I had at it.
Well, you can, a lot of times if you find you can find construction sites, and construction sites will have all kinds of scrapping stuff available. The other place I was going to tell you is you need to look at Craigslist on the free stuff. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they list it like pallets and stuff like that, or they'll say washing machine, it doesn't work, or microwave, it doesn't work. You go get those things.
Right. Honestly, I wouldn't mind doing that if I get a trailer or I get a truck. I will be down for doing all of that. Right now, I'm limited to whatever I can cram in my car, and luckily, I can fit quite a bit. I fit 80 pounds of aluminum per trip in my car, so that was pretty darn good.
Did you take it apart right there and unassemble it?
No, I had to clean some of it when I got it home. Some of them had a ceramic light thing in there. I had to smash that with a hammer or take the screws out and remove it. Each one, a lot of them were different too. They weren't all fixed the same way. So, but you could just smash those with a hammer. Because if you take it to the scrapyard with that stuff on it, they won't give you as much, guys. So you want to clean it. Clean if they call it cleaning it. It don't mean scrubbing it with soap and water. It means clean it. Take anything that's not
Take the parts apart. That's what we did. That's what we did with that refrigerator. We took it to the and we didn't clean it, but you know the weight of that refrigerator was pretty extensive.
So you took it to the scrapyard? You did.
I basically got about what I paid for it. So you know it was just the time and going down there. So, but Tim was not happy. I can tell you.
Thank you for hanging out, Gloria. Appreciate it.
Hey,
I ordered McDonald's for delivery. I agree. They have packaged the food and drinks very well. What I noticed McDonald's does that a lot of places don't do, McDonald's will put the drink in the bag. They have quite large, their to-go Uber bags are large. And they put it in the bag because every time I'm like, this order had drinks. But now I know McDonald's puts it in the bag and then they seal it with these 3 stickers, 2 on the end and 1 in the middle. So you can't sneak a fry. Like, you know, if you want.
Nora thinks it's because you're going to sneak a fry. Nobody's worried about that. They're worried about you poisoning them or putting something in their food. That's what they're worried about.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I hope that. Well, that's crazy.
I
guess you gotta trust because a lot of places don't. They just hand you the drink and there's nothing to stop you.
Most of them, all of them, will tie it into a knot.
Okay.
All of them tied in a knot.
No, I had one today where they gave me the breakfast bag that was all stapled shut, but then the drink itself, they just handed me the drink.
Well, yeah, some people do that. They don't think about it, but when they get sued, because McDonald's is they know about coffee that gets spilled on a customer where you have to pay out millions, so they're pretty much aware of it. I was going to say, have they started knowing and recognizing you, Nora?
Not yet. Well, at the Thai restaurant, the lady did because I go there all the time to get the soup for myself. And then I came in a couple nights ago and I was like, I'm doing Uber now. And she just laughed. She was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, she knows me now because I was a customer too. So she knows me. But other places, not really. But if I keep doing it, why have they recognize you now?
Oh yes, of course. They don't. They say, you here for Dash? Yep, I'm here for Dash or Uber, whatever. I'm doing some delivering.
Have you ever thought of adding like Postmates or Grubhub on?
Oh yeah,
it's more than enough for you.
No, Grubhub is supposed to be very good, but it's hard to get into too because they do pay well.
Oh yeah, I haven't tried. It might be flooded too. They might not let me, but it's worth a try.
Obviously, I mean, the longer you do it and all this, I wish I had known about this a long time ago. I would have been doing this a long time ago as far as supplementing stuff. But it is.
Yeah, I would have been doing it a long time ago too.
But you learn a lot of stuff on YouTube if you stay in.
Pretty easy. Just don't make your customers angry.
Well, I mean, you're going to have.
You can help it.
You're going to have, I was going to tell you, this lady, I swear the app said 2. The number was 2, not a 6. And she said, you delivered my groceries to the wrong place. It's supposed to be 6. And I thought to myself, lady, if you would put 6 instead of 2, I would deliver it to the place that
Thinking about pigeon ship. Delivering packages along your natural. Oh, pigeon. Okay. We don't have that. I haven't heard of pigeon ship. That's cool. I know there's Amazon Flex where you deliver boxes for Amazon in your car. I applied for that too, and they're full. They wouldn't. They said I'm on a waiting list.
Yeah, Amazon's pretty whatever, but
I heard those trips could be quite long. That's a little more complicated than people think.
I told you, Nora, you need to be looking at the Holland medical whatever transportation. hauling for transportation, but I think those are like early in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning to get it to, and then they can be like hours, but you get paid quite a bit of money. Uh, I I can't remember who does it, but there's a guy
Huh.
who does eBay and that
I
some, and
wonder if you need like a special certification to
no,
handle that type of
no, no, no,
material.
no, no, no. It's let me look at it. You can look
Yeah, I've
on.
never heard of it.
I told you that. You
I
never
know you
listened.
did. Well, yeah, no, you did tell me about it, but I still don't know what places would use that.
You have to go on the old Craigslist and look up what is it called? Carrier. Oh, independent carrier.
That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty nice, Heather. Heather, you're in Australia, right?
Heather's in Australia.
Yeah, I love her accent.
Her hotel waiting staff gets awesome wages on the weekend. They get what is a penalty rate? What is a penalty rate?
Huh.
Must be different lingo.
Penalty rate. Probably because you're making them work on the weekend. Here they don't care if you work on the weekend. But I have noticed if you do get up early, the breakfast run, the people that order breakfast early in the morning tend to tip nice. So that is worth it. And the traffic is not as crazy. So I think if I had to pick a time block, I would pick that early morning.
Well,
We're not
according to you, it's easier to get around Orlando probably early in the morning as
yeah,
opposed to
yeah.
we went through Orlando
It's
and it
kind
was a
of crazy
madhouse.
here. It's it's not like a small. It's pretty busy.
I
So
told
yeah,
I told Nora she needed to get her a Vespa.
they will let you do it on a bicycle. You get
Yeah.
that big backpack that you see.
Yeah, but you need to get you a Vespa. Then it would be motorized. It would be,
Man, I'd
this.
be afraid, man, because these people drive crazy. This is the pedestrian fatality capital of the world. Like Orlando, there's more people killed. So I wouldn't feel safe on a motorcycle here. Maybe on one of them trike, those 3-wheel jobbies, but
No, I
like the
saw
Arcimoto or like
this
the
man and woman was.
Slingshot.
This man and woman was. They were going on a main street in Greensboro on almost like the scooters, like the razors, those type of things. It's like these are adults doing this. I'm
Oh
like,
my
y'all are
god,
stupid. Y'all are stupid.
no.
That's just dumb.
Yeah, it's kind of a death wish, and they're getting popular now. Those little motorized, but it's on my bucket list. I do want to rent one of those bird scooters or one of those lime scooters. I do want to rent one.
They have.
It looks like fun, but downtown it would be pretty dangerous.
You can also check and see if you can do a little bit of recharging on those or something. I don't know. There's some way that you can
Yeah,
make money doing
that's
those.
a hustle too. You collect them and charge them and put them back, but I heard that was more hassle than it's worth. 'Cause
Probably you don't get
pay
paid
very
that
well.
much.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't pay very well to do it.
Well, Timmy and I have got to work out tonight. Timmy and I have been very.
You're gonna work out?
Yeah, we've been working out
Get out of here. Where at?
at home.
At home?
Yeah, Timmy. Yeah, Timmy he's very much wanting to get. He was
Okay,
stronger.
go ahead, Tim. What do you have? Like
No,
some weights,
just
body weight?
body weight. Just little. Yeah, it's about killed me. I've been doing a plank, and it's just about killed me to death. Killed me.
How long can you plank for?
Well, it's got us up to 66 seconds, and you tried.
I can plank. I can do push-ups too.
No, I'm saying do it after you've been doing your little workout and then do the plank at the end for 66 seconds, all 66.
It
Try
ain't no
it out.
joke. Yeah, you're probably like,
I'm sweating like.
what else do you do? Like squats? You doing burpees and?
No, we're doing crunches and leg lifts, skipping rope,
Okay.
the imaginary rope. And Timmy is quite funny, so I have to turn my back to him so I don't start laughing at him.
Is he tripping over his imaginary rope?
No,
Yeah, you're not supposed to laugh.
I'm doing like the boxer real tight.
Are you doing
rope.
shadow boxing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what a boxer, how a boxer does. He does it fast. Tim does it like a bit like a girl, like skipping rope. Big. Where he's trying to see.
I can picture it. It's all good.
Oh man.
That's hilarious.
He's hilarious. Timmy's
Yeah.
hilarious.
You ever watch Commander Vlogs workout? He does.
No.
He does some workout videos that are pretty funny.
Well, this is supposed to be, he's a senior now. He's a retiree, getting close to retirement age. And
is he 60 yet?
He's 65.
Wow.
Holy cow, what the haystack did you...
Holy smokers, that ain't no joking.
I'm not 65. Timmy is.
I know. He looks good.
Yeah, he does. That was, I knew how old he was, but I mean, I wasn't thinking when we got married as far as some of that, but no, I'm talking about, I'm talking about
what, keeping in shape?
No, I'm talking about, the possibility that he would pass away a long time before me. And I'm just being real. I'm real.
Timmy!
He'd probably outlive me, but I'm saying I was not even considering that. That was not even an option because he is so youthful looking and acting. I keep him young. I keep Timmy young.
All right.
So anyhow, he is, we're working out.
That's awesome. So remember one of the first things I asked you going back to the Uber Eats was what is the minimum that you will accept? And you had told me no less than $1 a mile. So one thing that I did learn from Michelle and from looking at the different offers, if you see 10 miles and the total is $8 with the tip included, don't take it. You have to make $1 a mile or you can exit out. And they don't penalize you for not accepting orders because you are an independent contractor. A lot of people are afraid to decline an order.
Yeah, DoorDash does kind of penalize you, and so does Uber in a way. I will say this, if you will notice that they don't give you as many. They will slow walk you to another order. If you keep going order after order after order, whatever
they'll kind of put you on like a 5-minute like cool down.
Well, I mean,
I have noticed that they'll cool you down.
Where you may have enough orders.
You won't get any hits. And when you do, you'll get like the crappy ones.
Yeah, they kind of they do whatever. But I mean,
give you the doo-doo orders everybody else is rejecting.
But if you accept everything that they do, they will feed you. They will keep you going constantly.
Really?
Yeah. Did I not ever tell you that?
So just go with the flow that they give you?
No, not necessarily. That's not what I'm saying. I declined 2 orders with Uber today, and they were like slow walking, and I said, "Forget this. I'm not going to wait around for you to give me another order. I'm going to the house." So
I'm going home.
I did. I'm going to go take my car and go home. It's too much gas to go for whatever you need to whatever. So, but
You call it them slow walking you.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
called it. I mean, I'm not an expert. Nora, I'm not an expert.
Oh, God knows I'm not an expert. I just picked up a few tips and whatnot. What I did notice, if you go to the person and ask them to review you when you hand them your food, a lot of times they will give you a thumbs up if you ask. It's kind of like reminding people on YouTube to give you a smash.
Nora's into this. She's into this. They've got to like me and stuff. I don't care. I never rate them, and they never rate me. Well, I guess they have. You know, I just try to be friendly. I'm not worried about.
We're not focusing on the.
That's just me. Numbers. This is just me being
the analytical side of it, I guess.
That's just Nora being. She wants everybody to love her.
Well, no, I got dinged.
You trying to get your ding off?
Yeah, I gotta pump it up because I got a thumbs down.
Because she didn't know what to do. She didn't know what to do. That's why I said you need to call people. That's why I do it.
Just call. It's more personable. If you text, there's no connection, then they're more likely to get on the app and give you a thumbs down. When you're talking to them, it kind of changes things.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you can communicate much quicker and much more effectively talking person to person as opposed to texting, because it takes forever for them to respond with a text.
They don't always see a text too. Like if it's time sensitive, you're probably just better off calling. Another thing I noticed, a lot of these apartments that have the gate that goes up and down when you put the code. First of all, when you put the code, if you don't push the pound sign, the code's not going to work. There's a newbie mistake. They're like, did you put the pound sign? Yeah, you got to put the pound sign. But a lot of these apartment complexes that used to be able to sneak 2 and 3 cars when the gate opens, you can't do it now. And they've gotten better. That thing will close on your car. I had a close call, and it's not worth it, guys. Not for a $5 delivery tip or whatever. Don't get your car smashed up with the gate.
Well, I forgot about those things, but that is the truth. And some people are like, "Oh yeah, well I forgot to give you the code."
Yeah, and then you find out, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's kind of too late when your car is jacked up." I didn't mess my car up, but guys, they're fast, and some of them gates will close faster than you think, and you're like, whoa.
Well, this is the other thing you need to be aware of is, okay, what if you can't get a hold of these people? What happens if you can't get a hold of them?
So you tried to text, you tried to call.
Uber actually has a timer on it, and you can just not deliver it, and you get paid, I guess, at that point because you waited that 7 minutes or however long they...
Oh, if you stand at the address for 7 minutes, they see that you stood there.
Have you not seen the timer? Have you not seen the timer?
I've seen it a couple times. Yes, I have.
After that amount, if they're not contacting you, then you can leave because it's
you're good to go.
Are you serious?
I didn't know. Okay, cool.
Oh, I'm glad I got to tell you that.
Got me wanting to go ahead right back out and go do a couple more.
Okay, go do it, Nora. You can make 2 hours out of it and be in the line.
Stop slacking. Sitting around chatting on YouTube.
Doing nothing.
You got to go work out.
I got to work out and have a...
You got planking to do. He might forget.
No, I just don't want to talk about the
That
plank.
is cute. I like that idea, y'all working out together. All right, y'all. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Michelle, for coming on, guys. Have a great night, everybody. I'll catch you on the next one.
Everybody.
Peace.